We're going to go training line crazy. And if you've got questions about it, post them below. Post them below. So, are you ready? So training lines 101, this is literally going to be a crash course. I won't be on for long with this, but I'm going to share with you how you can use these and keep them so that they are not the bane of your life and they're a useful tool should you want to use one. Quick circumstances where I would use them. If I've got a new dog to me and I want to see how they respond without me having them fully off lead because I don't really know what they're going to do. So a brand new dog to me would be good. So an older dog. Now this is quite a heavy line. It's just a kind of horse lunge line. That's all that is. It's just a nylon webbing line. It's a little bit softer this. I've had lots of hand injuries offline, so I always wear gloves. So an older dog or a new dog to you, if you've got a young puppy, this is too heavy a line for that, and you probably don't need anything quite as long, but go for a much lighter style of line so it's not kind of dragging the dog down, because they will feel the weight of it. Right, you ready? So how to look after a line so that every time you take it out you never get in a knot and you're not spending hours getting everything untangled. Are you ready? So I'm going to just untie this one first to show you how I tie it up. Right. So this is about 20 feet long, I think, thereabouts. You can get longer ones. So this is how, lots of people don't know this, but lots of people ask. So this is how you tie one up. You ready? So there's a loop at one end. I'm going to put my thumb in one end. About shoulder width apart, I go to there. It's about 1.5-ish foot, maybe. You get the gist. Shoulder width apart's good. And then loop round each thumb. There's a couple of different ways you can do this, and I'm sure you'll get different ways. But anyway, this is my way. All the way to the end. But just before you get to the end, you'll get a kind of little tail end. You probably want a bit longer than that, so I'm going to let that drop. It's a couple of feet long, and then I'm going to wrap, pull it tight, wrap that around, and then I'm going to poke this through the hole and pull it tight. Right, that won't come undone. It won't come undone. And if you wrap it up like that and come to it next time, it's ready to go. You don't have to spend half an hour unraveling it. You might be wondering why I'm not paying attention to the dogs as much here. This is because this is pretty much our back garden. It's not my actual back garden, but it's as good as. So they can't get out of this particular spot. Okay. The reason why I tie it up like that is so that when I go to unravel it, it's not in a knot. I unravel that bit there. Here's the magic. Hopefully you'll get to see this. We're going to throw it out and I'm going to do a nifty little tug on the line. You ready? Throw it out, tug on the line. No knot. No knot whatsoever. And I can just clip that on the dog. And off we go. How's that? So if you want to watch that again, obviously just, watch the recording, re-watch it, have a practice. Job done. I would then clip this. You can either clip it to a belt or you can clip it, to a bag or a cage. If you've got a cage on your car or something like that, that's where it goes. That good? Right, okay. So, Zola, I need to borrow you. Can I borrow you for a sec? Souls. Good girly. I'm just going to clip this to her harness. I'm not sure if you can see her in the shot there, but Let me just quickly check. Hold on. You ready? Down. Down. Wait there. Let me just check that you can see. Oh, you can. It's even better. This is good. You can see. She's a good girl, aren't you? Good girl. So if I've got a brand new dog or a dog that I want to have on a line, the purpose of it is I tend to not hold the end like this and hope that the dog doesn't just like bolt and then, oh, I've got to hold on. That's not how I would use a line. This is just me. I would be looking to have, I would probably trail the majority of the line and I would let the line just slip through my hands, so that when the dog is wandering about, it's like they're not on a lead. I'm not interfering really with much, so that it's very relaxed feeling. That's my whole aim. And if I had a new dog with me here, I'd be looking for them kind of checking back in with me, and then when they do, I've got a chance to reinforce the choice to check back in with me, if you know what I mean. So if we were just wandering about, just as you do, it's just very relaxed. It's like everything I try and do with the dogs. It's very relaxed. Don't want it to be frantic or tense. And they can just tootle about the place. If I had a dog that then all of a sudden wanted to bolt off, I've got the ability, because I've got gloves on, I'm going to throw a bit of food just to replicate it. So she goes bolting off. She didn't really bolt then, did she? Try it again. You ready? I can just let the line slip through my hands, but I can slow it gradually. I'll need to do that again. You ready? Ready? So I can just let it slide through my hands like that. And if I wanted to stop it altogether, I can go with it. I would go with it a bit and then gradually slow it down. So it wouldn't be a... I'm not looking for that kind of thing. I'm not looking for that at all, because that's hard on me. I don't want to be like holding on for... I've done that. Can I tell you? I've done it. That's why I wear gloves. I've done all the things. You name it, I've done it. Wrong. Anyway, so I would be looking to let the line slide through my hands. Can't throw food far enough today. Don't know what's up with me. So that I can just let it slide through. If the dog was going to go off and bolt, I would actually... Let me do it on a shorter line. Let me see. Let's see if I can replicate something for you. You ready? Come here. Souls, you're going to have to do this just to help me out here. Right, so I'm going to throw the food as if she's running off, and I'll show you what I would do. I'll give her a little bit of slack. You ready? So I would go forward with it and let the line slide slightly, and then as it's sliding I can move forward and it softens the blow. Because I've seen a lot of comments actually about how do I handle a line, because dogs pulling me over and things like that. If you've got a big dog that is going and they're going, get rid of the line, put your foot on it. All right. Even at that can still be, just be very, 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 very careful with lines. That's one thing I will say. They can injure your hands, they can injure your legs, they can get wrapped around your legs, they can get whip up and slap you in the leg, you name it. I've experienced it. So there is a bit of you do need to practice with it really. Yeah, if they're going, a foot on the line is often better than hands on the line. It's my advice. If though the line, you know, gets pulled so hard that it's running under your foot and it runs out, you know, you've lost the line. Sometimes if the worst comes to the worst and you really cannot hold on to the line, sometimes you just got to let it go. Sometimes you have to do that, because otherwise you're going to get really quite badly injured. I've seen broken hands, I've seen torn ligaments, I've seen broken fingers. I don't say these things just to over dramatize it. It actually really does happen, and it's pretty common. So be careful with lines. If you need to, wear gloves, and I would always wear gloves personally. If you have a dog and you think, I can have them on a line, but I'm not confident with them even on a line, then probably I would say don't use a line. Build up your confidence in a completely secure space with some more basic foundation games to get your dog to focus on you, whether it's through play or through some recall games, whatever it is, before you move on to really taking it, say, into the park that we were in yesterday. I think those environments are great to practice maybe checking in. So let's say we're at the park yesterday and we're wandering along, and I'm just waiting for my dog. But I can at least, I've got the comfort of the line, and I can watch them do the thing. Yeah, when they check back in with me, I can reward the choice to check back in with me. So the line is good, and it's good for a halfway house, if you like, between building your confidence with completely, with on lead, to give them a bit more freedom, because giving a dog freedom like this, especially if it's a new dog to you, can take a bit of time, and it's between each other to feel confident. If you panic all the time, they'll sense it, and they'll sense your lack of confidence. But you can build your confidence with this, and when they check in, I've gone and thrown food over there, haven't I? So when they check in, let's see if she does. She'll probably just spend her life sniffing now. Nice. Good girlie. I don't have any. Hello, you. Nice. All right. So you've had very quick introduction there. How to wrap it up. How to tie it up. How to get the line out without any tugs and knots and things, and how to store it. How to hold it, being relaxed, what to do in an emergency, wearing gloves, softening the blow if you're going to get a dog that pulls, but moving forward with it so that you don't get a real hard jolt on it. So hopefully that's been useful. Now, if you're not already a member of the community, it's totally free. Send me a request, I'll get you in there. If you're interested in getting started with scent work, or if you know anyone that's interested in getting started with scent work, it's like detection style scent work. That's what I used to do as a profession, because I was in the police as a dog handler, and for a long time there, so and as an instructor. So it's kind of the best of what I've learned over the years being brought to you in a really fun way. So that's the main thing about it, is the fun factor. We don't want it to be serious. It's all about fun, not about competition. It's all about getting a great connection with your dog, especially those that love sniffing in the environment. It starts to bring a connection back where you perhaps don't get it at the moment. So if you're interested at all, join the wait list for that, and you'll get notified by email at the weekend once the doors are open.